YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to the Dicey Fat Toy Review. And it's been quite a while though that I actually haven't made any videos this week, because obviously I was completely and utterly stressed for a very uncertain reason though. It's just hoping I won't do another excuse of making videos like that on YouTube, I think these days. Well, I was just taking a break, but anyways, I won't go into that sort of part where I've just got myself stressed here. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at some various Christmas themed toys. I'm going to be showing 4 of them, I think. I've already made because, obviously, speaking of already made, this 95p product is a basic buildable Christmas tree 12-pack. Now you might be thinking, where is the actual product? Or where the actual toy components are they? Sorry, I've got a bit of a fog in my throat. But, yeah, it actually doesn't look too bad, eh? If I show you the packaging here, eh? There you go. Looks quite nice, doesn't it, though, eh? And also on the front of, or actually in the back of the packaging, eh? Look at that. There's actually some very good letters that you can follow along the way here. Although there's no arrows, the letters are there just to give you a freaking clue here, I suppose. And actually, I've already built my Christmas tree. Let me just go ahead and move the webcam and see what it looks like. There you go, it's quite a nice looking design. And I can't believe it, as I'm making this video, I've actually just turned freaking number 21. So it's happy birthday already for me, eh? And obviously, as I can tell, this Christmas tree has got like a freaking star on the top. It also has those little baubles as well. That looks quite cool. That one there looks like something out of the Beijing Olympics, right? But yes, it is actually quite a nice looking design. But I think the real con is that with the lights and the baubles and the star though, I think those little components make it so fiddly. It would actually you will actually notice that if I try and fiddle a bit, the baubles actually look like they will start to fall down and fall apart on my hands. They're just 2D, or they call them ornaments, as some people would call them. Well, if I start to fiddle them, it's going to topple down the Christmas tree. It's not going to, you know, make it so nice anymore. It's going to make it quite iffy for a Christmas tree. Crikey, I can't believe it, eh? I know I've got some of the other little plastic toys on the background though, eh? But I'm just showcasing this whole Christmas tree thing. Obviously, I know it's got a good star. It's also got some Christmas lights on it as well. And obviously, well, I've got a funny feeling if I start to it, there you go. Well, that doesn't look so nice of me, eh? Trying to topple down that Christmas tree, eh? But it can surely go inside of that packaging, eh? Yeah, I have to say the actual decorations, I have to do it single hand here because, you know, I have to say, packing things can be super hard, eh? I've got a funny feeling if I was going to be packing like small things like those freaking paper baubles, I would rather go ahead and grab like something like, you know, I don't know what it is, but I just want to grab something like a little, maybe like a little tiny plastic bag, or a little tiny piece of packaging. There you go. The Christmas tree can pretty much, I'll just say it, fall apart easily though, but it's there in units. It's actually like a little modular origami thing. Good, isn't it though, eh? And I think to build the Christmas tree, let me just show you what I'm going to be doing at the moment though, eh? Okay, so I'm just pretty much putting these away. But what I'm actually going to show you is pretty much these pieces here. So if I go ahead and pretty much show you the actual pieces, here you go. That is A, of course. If I get the camera here. I don't know why, but here you go. If it's like letter A, there you go. You have to start with that piece here, so that's your stump. If you go for B, look at that. You can just build your way through. Obviously, if it's letter B, you have to plonk it through here. And this is letter C. You actually plonk to there. It's actually quite clever, eh? And I think this little piece here, letter D, is I believe the last one, because obviously it's got a little thing on the top where you can actually put the Christmas star like so. And actually it's quite difficult to capture though, almost tricky to capture, eh? And you've also got this Christmas star, which looks like it's got like a little hole here, and the reason for this is because, well, look at that. You don't see anything that bad these days on YouTube though. It looks pretty cool, that Christmas tree. Fancy that. It's actually quite clever when I think about it, I suppose, eh? But, yeah, I might as well repack this. I think, well, I've got a lot of flip-out toys to basically take a look at in this video, eh? Both Christmas and non-Christmas themed toys. And what's interesting is, as I'm making this video, I got my camera upright there, I suppose, eh? Yeah, actually it's quite nice though, eh? Having a look at that Christmas tree themed product. The only gripes are the baubles and the lights there. They're just too small and a bit too fiddly, or make the tree sort of topple over easily. But anyways, that's that product done, eh? And actually in this video, look at this. We've actually got a marathon of flip-out products. Oh my goodness me, crikeys, can you believe this? I've actually made, look at that, apart from the Christmas tree product I've done, I've got like 11 flip-out themed products, so flip-out products actually, very legitimately themed. But it's just too much for though. In fact, what I might do, maybe go a bit closer here, obviously, okay, so, I don't know about you, but maybe I'm just going to close the blinds here. I'm not going to show you that, because obviously it's something a bit secret squirrel. But what I might do is, I'm doing this toy videos, I'm going to keep on filming throughout the rest of the whole video. And maybe it's better for me for the camera, maybe let the camera just film the trains or whatnot. Maybe I should yeah, sure, make it sort of stand back. I might try and take a bit of a break here, because I've got a funny feeling I'm about to poop. But I will be able to speak though, I think. So, enjoy train watching, and also if you're sick of train watching, well, please skip onto that part. If you're waiting a bit too impatiently, please do. Anyways, I'll be right back though. You may probably hear my voice though, but not going to show any bits which are very inappropriate now, eh? Just a toy here, that's all. Well, I've just actually just taken a break for quite a while, eh? I'm just gonna open the blind just to continue this video, because you know I'm just sort of thinking about myself on how I can pretty much, you know, make videos safely. Not only that, but I just want to make sure that everyone is reassured by this whole break thing now. Okay, so glad you skipped, eh? But okay, so let's take a look at some of the toys that we're going to be looking at in this video, eh? I think our first product here is, of course, this type of Origami. It's a Flapping Birds British Wildlife Collection. Yes, as I can see the reading, whole reading obviously, eh? It's called the Wintering Little Egret, what's it called, eh? Fishing and Feeding 12 pack. And it costs about £13.95, so that's the point of making products quite expensive these days. Crikeys. There's the back of the packaging there. It comes with 3 fish and also 3 worms. Fake earth worms obviously, eh? And this was actually a product that I was about to review last week, But I actually completely forgot it. I actually left this product alone for about last week there, and I thought, wow, if I left it alone, wow, oh my goodness me, I'm the one to blame for all of that neglectedness. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the whole thing at the moment now. Let's see what they look like. Oh yes, just a plain little egret with well, obviously feet. If I have a look at the feet there on each side, obviously they look pretty much grey or darkish grey with yellow in colour, eh? Very nice in detail. Obviously the head colorization looks good. Trackmaster Luke taking over the whole video isn't helping, obviously, eh? But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and grab another one here. And Trackmaster Luke is derailed. That is not a good sign of you, Trackmaster Luke, eh? In fact, I've actually got a cold here as well, though, but at least it's not the flu. Okay, get ready for a bit of a cringy sneeze. Now, to be honest, obviously, when you hear that sneeze, that's not even a freaking kazoo. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like an authentic fake Bigfoot call. Yeah, I'm just sort of thinking like a... Yeah, if you sneeze so hard, maybe the Bigfoot little Sasquatch could pretty much run after for you, eh? There you go. It's quite a nice looking design on that little egret bird thing. Very nice with that neck. Again, Trackmaster Luke just keeps on taking over the whole video. Maybe if I just zoom out, that'll be better, eh? Obviously, these birds, they look pretty much the same. It's the same standard call into those birds. But I think the other thing I can also relate to is maybe the beak. Maybe the beak can be that longer or shorter. It depends on how I fold the models, I suppose, eh? But it looks quite nice, I suppose, eh? They look beautiful indeed. Let me grab the other one there as well. I'm just, you know, pretty much surprised that I'm making a very nice product though, eh? About little egrets. And it is actually quite a nice and spectacular looking product to look at though, because, well, egrets and herons, they're graceful and elegant looking water birds. I like it. I like it a lot. It's so amazing indeed. If I grab this last one here, and we've got like little tiny minnows, of course, if you want to pretty much play with those, I suppose. They look pretty nice. And it also comes with fake worms, and that's what they would look like. You know, these little earthwormy thingies. Pretty, how do you say it, cartoony for an earthworm, I suppose, eh? Maybe you can order some earthworm jerky, if you ask me, eh? Ew, that'd be quite a disgusting piece of food. That'd be crappy if I ate earthworm jerky. But there you go, it's quite a nice looking design. I could have used it as a design base for my snakes. Maybe I should try and make some snakes one day, eh? I haven't made any snakes this year, eh? But let's go ahead and attach one of the fish onto the little egret. That is very delicious. And it looks like he's enjoying it because he's got a fish in his beak and he's flying with it. That's very nice, I suppose, eh? Let me just have a look at the actual minnow detailing. It's got a good face. Obviously, it looks like a Frenchman by the looks of it, eh? With that face. And I think the overall detailing is applying to the same. Once again, what's up with me just doing toy reviews and I've got a frog in my throat? That's just absolutely horrible. Just doing toy reviews having a freaking frog in my throat. But we are looking at fish. Obviously, they've got like a very cool looking ochre sort of gold tinge on top. And also some very, it's like a combination of gold and silver in it as well, with a bit of grey. No bronze, sad face, but yeah, at least it's not a bad looking product though, eh? That's for sure. Some flat products are quite bland in this video, eh? But most of the time they're actually going to be quite good, eh? And It actually is gonna be quite a mega video because I've been waiting for quite a while, eh? And I haven't actually been doing toy reviews for, well, a week or so, maybe 6 days ago, because oops, couldn't even get that product to I suppose, eh? Let's take a look. What should we take a look at next? Maybe this one here. It's a 5 Origami British Wild Collection Swimming Adult Great Blackback Gull Small Flock 5-pack. Costs about £10. The back of the packaging looks like that. Comes with 5 seagulls based on the Great Blackback Gull. And I think I've seen these recently before at Hoylake though, which if I remember Hoylake, that's somewhere in Merseyside. I think I've seen these birds in the summer hollows though. I might be totally wrong, but it's actually quite a nice looking bird. Hopefully they won't be confused with the lesser blackback gulls in my area because, well, if I remember, lesser blackback gulls have got like, not only for the fact they've got like slightest grey backs, but I think they've also got like reddish eye wings though, which is completely and utterly different though, eh? And here we are, that's what these seagulls would look like. I would have made them a lot more hooked, much more easily better if they've got like hooked beaks. But they've got that very cool looking pose. Just look like they're, you know, they're a real bully of some sort, eh? My goodness me, I can't believe how awesome these products are. Quite amazing, eh? It's like they've got a very nice and very huge heavy bill. I have to say, it looks quite amazing indeed. I think in reality though, especially the male birds, great blackback gulls have got a very heavy-headed and threatening appearance on their heads. My goodness me, it looks actually quite pretty awesome seeing those birds. Very amazing indeed, as always as per usual. And if I grab those ones here as well, the head design, it may vary though, as they're posing like so. Okay, so it looks quite, you know, the model I suppose, eh? And it looks so nice. And yeah, it actually doesn't look too bad. And what's also quite, hang on a minute, I've actually made 6. That's not fair. I wonder why should I actually make 6 birds like so, eh? But let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, you are actually gonna go down. Why is this sad thing toys getting destroyed though, eh? You're going down because, oh my goodness me, why am I ripping another that toy product? Oh, why am I slaughtering them, eh? Funnily enough, I'm just gonna keep those, because obviously that's what number 5 is all about. I'm just pretty much keeping it accurate to the actual number. That's always as per usual. I don't know why I'm saying it again though, but my throat is completely croaky. But hopefully as I'm making this video, as the whole video progresses, I'll be able to be confident, I suppose, eh? And I just can't even throw that product easily around though, but maybe I should pretty much I don't know what it is, but let me just go ahead and grab those 2 products there, shall we go? Let me just grab those so and just place them like so, because why am I so terrible at throwing at the moment now? But anyways, let me move on to another fifth-up product, which I think is actually going to be quite good. This one here. Very similar to the Great Blackback Gull product that we've got, eh? It looks like the swimming seagulls are back already, eh? Fifth of Origami British Wild Collection. It's not a Flapping Birds toy. It's a swimming herring gull dual confrontational pair versus defensive edible crab mother 5-pack. £9.95. A bit of a futuristic sort of, well, a future 2022 summer theme. As you can see, there's a seagull sort of swimming there. But there's actually another one sort of confronting another seagull. It looks like they're arguing and bickering with each other to find out, well, who's going to get the crab. It's like I'm just switching the camera around for a bit of a tug of war. Look at that. It's like one of the most choppiest animations I've ever done so far, eh? And look at that crab is in tears. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel a bit bad for you, eh? But now you're going to die. Yeah. Okay. So, you take a look. Oh yes, I can see the big crab. Oh gee, that'd be fairly awesome if I would have used it as a base for my spiders for Halloween time, eh? But there you go. Actually, I've got something in my head there about Halloween time, eh? I might come back later on, eh? As I'm making this video. Okay, so they're basic herringbone. Obviously, it's the same on the other side. Same with this one here, but obviously, I think that it's quite a while that I haven't been making these types of products for quite a while. You know, the swimming seagull themed products. We've also got these. These are like crabs, baby crabs. I've got a couple of them, I suppose. We've got 2 of them. And it looks nice seeing 2 of them each, I suppose. It looks chronically nice. There you go. I mean, it's just the same overall detailing and design of crabs. Why do they look like Krabby and Kingler from Pokemon though, eh? Here's the other one there. It looks like the big mother of all crabs. And she looks pretty stunning overall, eh? It's actually quite a nice looking model, I suppose, eh? Put it this way, I love the colour combinations of red and orange. Makes it sort of almost realistic, but also sort of makes it sort of I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm just pretty much assuming that the colours are sort of combined together to make it look like an autumnal, maybe like a fiery sort of crab. But it looks quite nice actually, I suppose, eh? But hopefully it's not something, you know, crass. It's got those black pincers. I think there's something quite missing about my crab models is they don't even got like, I think the small ones, maybe I should put like black or grey onto the pincers to make them sort of quite mean looking. Okay, looks like this one's, I don't know what it is though, but I was about to repack, but obviously let me give you a bit of a demonstration. Okay, mine. Why am I thinking that? I don't know why I'm actually thinking of finding him at the moment, alright? But let me use those seagulls as a bit of a balance tool for the crab. Maybe this crab's done a bit of seagull gymnastics, eh? How weird is that one, eh? But they're meant to be arguing with each other, but actually I could pretty much say about, maybe I could pretty much I don't know if I can put the mother crab. Maybe I can just pretty much oh my goodness, let me just go ahead and grab another tissue paper because I'm not sure what I'm saying here. Because I'm saying random words that are not very relevant at the moment though, eh? And that's why I'm feeling a bit iffy making videos these days. Oh god. It's gonna be quite a challenge to get this whole toy sorted out. But this should be good. Oh, what I can do is I could pretty much plonk. Actually, what I did earlier on was I plonked on, you know, the back of the crab. I'm just pretty much plonking the little baby tiny crabs in there. Maybe it's, you know, if the mother's protecting them, or maybe if the mother's giving them birth. But strangely enough, it's actually quite a good looking set. And I can't go wrong with it, I suppose. Quite a nice looking design. Maybe it's kind of like a good idea to really, you know, I could pretty much make more crabs as part of my crab wave theme, I suppose, eh? Okay, let's take a look at another product next. Speaking of seagulls, we've got this product here. It's a flip up Origami Flapping Birds, juvenile black-tailed gull, independent and cooperative fishing at feeding frenzy 12-pack. There you go, it's quite a nice looking design. Yeah, it costs about £16.99 or £17. Crockies, why is that freaking expensive, man? I don't know why. Here's the back of the packaging here, which looks like that. Okay, it looks quite a very weird sort of packaging, apart from the fact we've got a prototype design of a seagull here. Okay. Maybe it was a drawing I've just rejected, because I've drawn it so much of it rough and readily, eh? In fact, it's not that bad, I suppose, eh? Seeing all the goodness like that. Okay, let's go ahead and unpack this and see what these juvenile seagulls are all about, eh? Oh yeah, and it looks quite amazing seeing some of those seagulls there, the black-tailed ones. If I go ahead and show you the juvenile ones, they're completely and utterly brown. They've got like a pink front at the beak there, eh? Lovely, cool looking dark brown eye, looking quite a bit realistic there, eh? I think with, you know, with young seagulls, they can be quite difficult. And that really taxes really a lot of the most experienced bird watchers. And got a funny feeling, a lot of the younger juvenile gulls, they're very challenging to pretty much, I'd just say, identify though. And it's quite weird though. It's got like a sardine on its beak there, eh? I've actually got more of these other fishies, the other sardines I've got there, eh? I mean, why they've actually designed up the wishy-washy? Maybe it's best for me to try and stop making this, because I would have made a great big lawsuit for the Pokemon franchise to kill me after making wishy-washy, but also Kingler. Okay, so quite a very good-looking design fish. I mean, I wouldn't say anything harsh about them. Oh, pardon me, I've just burped. Yeah, pretty cool, I suppose, over that fish. There you go. I can see the actual good lineage design and detailing, of course, on these toys. It's nice, I suppose, eh? And I'm just trying to make sure that I'm reviewing toys quite enthusiastically. Eh? It's got those nice looking blue spots. Alright, looking all fairly, well, very melancholy-esque though, because they look like they're pretty much whimpering. Maybe they're sort of, I don't know what it looks like. Kind of looks like a crying type eye though, because I can see by the eyes and stuff. And there you go. Okay, so it looks pretty nice. They're sort of Atlantic, no, really dark. I think they're actually more like Pacific sardines. Why do I say Atlantic? Now I'm going to put these fishes away. So I'm going to examine all of the gulls though, the juvenile ones though. Obviously, you know, whenever I flap toys like this, it looks super amazing. The other key feature is that it also has a black tail end, just like many juvenile black-tailed gulls and other seagull species. Okay, it looks quite nice. And I've also got like pink feet. There you go, there's one here. I'll show you again, right over there. There's also another one right over there, on the other side there as well. See that there as well? Okay, right over there. That's another foot. Looks beautiful, doesn't it though, eh? Very beautiful indeed. And it actually looks quite nice. I haven't actually made a lot of those black-tailed gulls. I actually did a 12-pack of adults though before, eh? Last year though, eh? In January of 2020, I think. And it's been quite a while though, getting so much stuff. It's just so incredible and arduous, just making so many of those seagulls here. It's just pretty nice though, making them. There's the other one there as well. Therefore it looks completely and utterly awesome. How about that one, eh? And pretty much the same as I've done juvenile black-tailed gull products before, eh? Kind of close to what the adults are like, but I think that's it. And I just can't even throw products so well, eh? Maybe I should try and do another one. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Okay, so let me move on to another flipped up product though. Maybe this one here next. It's a flipped up origami Flappy Birds, folding to changing for greening. That's been in generation 125.5. It's an Asian grey-headed lapwing in flight and feeding plus foraging flock 12-pack. It's funny, this product here costs about £15. But what's even more funny is that we actually haven't had a look at some lapwings, and it's been quite a while though. I've actually haven't done any lapwing themed products for quite a while, and I've actually got about 6 flip-flap products left as I'm making this video, eh? But let's go ahead and see what we've got. And it's fairly nice though as I'm doing toy reviews like that. Oh yes! Oh yes! Look at that! It's also got some slugs here. It's quite a strange looking design for a slug. And I don't know what it is, but if I go a bit closer, it's got those beady looking eyes at the front. Maybe if I go to the other side there, I'll be even more closer, eh? And actually, a lot of the slugs, they all sort of look like that. You know what I mean, eh? They all sort of pretty much look like that. Here's the other one there. That looks pretty similar to all the other slugs we did, alright. And there you go, that's the other side, eh? It's quite difficult seeing the eyes on some of the slug models though, eh? This one might be a bit easier for me, eh? Because I can, you know, definitely see the little black spots, black dots. That might tell me that's a bit of a sluggy looking design. It looks quite nice looking at slugs though, eh? Maybe not because of the ooze. Or the, what's that? Oh, I don't know what it is. Is that like, what's that like mucus thing that slugs and snails sort of produce there when they're sort of moving around and sort of do little trails? You know, maybe like, you know, make little tiny snail trails. Quite weird, eh? Yeah, it looks quite a very nice design nevertheless though, eh? There you go, I can see one of its eyes. They've also got like a dark brown stripe on the top here. They're also quite light brown on the bottom. It's actually quite a nice design. Clarkies. Who would ever thought making slugs will be a... Oh, look at that. It's got a very nice and visible looking eye here, eh? So, whoever thought slugs... Well, I don't know what it is, but... Whoever thought making slugs with birds might be a great idea though, because birds eat slugs. Maybe it's not a good idea thinking about it one, eh? They're just fake models of slugs. Maybe the black eyes, they've just been painted a bit roughly though, eh? On the slugs. But let's take a look at the lapwings next. Very graceful and elegant looking birds. I think when I was at Sandwell Valley though, seeing those birds, you know, the northern lapwings there, the common peewits and, you know, green plovers. Unfortunately, despite the name, they're actually declining in popularity, right? But the one I've got there in my hands is a grey-headed lapwing because, well, you know, these guys are closely related to each other because they belong to the same family of lapwings. Vanellus is the genus. There you go, it looks quite nice. It's got a very nice... It almost looks very seagull-like in appearance though, as I would have thought plovers and lapwings and sandpiping birds, they're pretty much a close relative of seagulls and terns, you know, seabirds like that. But these are plovers, or lapwings as you call them I suppose, okay, so it's got like brown wing detailings there, eh, with the white wing line coverts here, eh. It's also got like black wing tips, like so. It's also got those as well. And it's also got like a black line detailing as well. That is a fairly nice looking bird, I suppose. And mind you, it is actually quite a very beautiful looking bird. It's got like a black tail end as well. It is so nice. And obviously I'm trying to sort of relate to the fact that I'm making East Asian birds. You know, birds that originate from China, Japan, Korea, all that stuff. It looks so great. Love the eyes. I mean, they do look quite evil looking, but they're actually meant to be quite passive. So, that's what I'm thinking of, eh? Looks like the black iris. Is that the pupil or is it the conjunctiva? Maybe the black, what is it though, eh? Conjunctiva is a bit too small, eh? But, I think that's what that part... I can't even hold birds properly, eh? Yes, it's hence the name. It's got like a grey head on the front, and it's got like yellow and black on the front with the beak, obviously, looking quite like a seagull, as I said before, eh? Looks pretty interesting, sort of, you know, making these birds, and the wings, they look fairly nice, yeah, looking all flamboyantly elegant and superiorly beautiful as well, eh? And it's quite nice though, I suppose, that these guys, well, I have to say, I'm not sure how common these birds are, but I definitely say the northern lapwing is quite, well, it seems like that its population is declining though, which is a bit sad, but nevertheless, I think all lapwings are good. Well, even though they're not really as fully recognised as other bird species, I have a sneaky suspicion though, this is actually quite a nice design, the lapwings. Fairly nice indeed. There you go. Let's go ahead and move on to another flip-flap product. It's this one here. It's a flip-flap origami. I'm just doing this just to make sure that the camera isn't damaged, because my camera wire is actually gone a bit how would you say, it's gone a bit off. And it's called a swimming and grazing bar-headed geese flock and big rice paddy field grain spoil lotion 12 pack. £13.95. Bit of an East Ocean theme, isn't it though, eh? But there you go, there's the back of the packaging there, eh? Not a grey-like goose subspecies or Canada grey-like mixed but a full separate species. And it also comes with 6 pieces of origami paper that look like actual rice. Maybe they're origami, maybe they're not. And it's actually a choking hazard seeing that. Because these pieces, well, they're not only suitable for those who are under 36 months plus, but those toys here, as this toy comes with fake rice. I know it's a choking hazard as well, but look at this. They're not even origami, which is a bit strange. That's even more strange. I would have thought the rice would be origami looking, but no, they're actually not. They actually look more like they've been gone for, you know, throughout the works there, I suppose. And, it's quite weird, isn't it, though, eh? Looks quite strange. With Trackmaster Proteus in the background, those rice grains, they look more like pips out of oranges, which is a bit strange. But yeah, it actually is quite a nice looking model. Very nice design and detailing. Maybe from next week I shall be able to film and make more flip-up toys in the morning. Maybe I should do them every morning. How about that one, eh? There you go, the rice looks quite nice though, eh? Well, obviously apart from the fact it's being spoiled by other colours that shouldn't be there. And yes, rice paddy fields are meant to be flooded, right though, eh? Yes, they're meant to be, so that's where rice is mainly grown. It's been like that. And we've got a bar-headed goose though, eh? If I grab one of the models here, eh? It's got like a black tip on the beak. And it's also got like a yellow beak design. And it also has grey and brown on the wings and also the neck. Looks quite cool. And if I show you the wing detailing, it's also got like black. And it's also got the same detailing on the other side here as well. Therefore, it is there. Looks fairly nice. And there you go, I've actually made some more of these, eh? Which are obviously showing the same design, I suppose. It looks fairly nice. And what's also quite amazing about the head detailing, look at the head. It's also got 2 black stripes running right behind the eye. It looks fairly nice, doesn't it though, eh? And I have to say, making lots and lots of birds throughout this week, it is actually quite good. Very good indeed to pretty much master though. It's a very nice design, and I can't believe it. Actually, this is one part I should have done though with some of these waterfowl type birds or other water birds. Is maybe get them to look like if they were swimming. Look at that. And maybe I could do like a whole Christmas product and have like 6 geese laying eggs. There you go, it's quite a nice looking design. Very beautiful and very, very Asiatic as well. Also the eyes as well. If I have a look at the eyes, there, it's got like a yellow eye ring. It's also got like a brown iris. I think it's an iris. That's what I can tell. Anyways, they've got like a very nice authentic looking beak. All of them have got the name bar-headed goose, as you can see, the name, eh? It's amazing that these birds, even though they're quite bulky, they're actually a little bit smaller than grey-lag geese, obviously. But what's even quite nice is that these birds can fly super high, so well high. That's amazing, eh? That's amazing, they can fly so high as they travel throughout India all the way up towards the Himalayas and then back to China. You know, when they're sort of breeding again now, I suppose, eh? Hopefully I don't sound like a broken record. As I'm thinking of China a bit too much though, eh? Let's take a look at another goose themed product. It's a Flip Up Origami Flapping Birds British Wildlife Collection toy. £15.95 is the price. Have I done a goose themed product before, eh? I think I've already done those before, eh? But this one here is called the Wild and Domestic Grey-lag Goose Mixed Flock 12 pack. And there's the back of the packaging here, which looks like that. It's an amazing looking product because it's got some geese. Reminds me of Untitled Goose game, if you remember that game, the Untitled Goose game. What a viral game back then in freaking 2019. And look at that, that goose looks like it's got a very simplistic design on the wings though, eh? But the overall bird design isn't really that simplistic to me. Sort of, but, well, not so much simplistic if I can think of it, I suppose, eh? Okay, let's go ahead and unpack this. Apart from the fact I've got snuffles and snips on my nose. And it looks like my nose is a complete another, I'd just say, atrocity though, eh? I was going to say a kerfuffle though, eh? But, it relates back to how I feel, eh? It's a noun, obviously, I think, that word, kerfuffle. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this goose. It's a domestic goose. It's got like a blue eye with an orange iris and an orange beak. It looks like it's got a carrot on the front. There you go. It looks quite nice. It's also got like pink feet at the back. Maybe they're leucistic domestic geese. Maybe they're not. It's quite funny. I would often assume that domestic geese would have got like orange feet. There you go. That's the name. Domestic grey-lag goose. Here's the other one there as well. Therefore, it looks quite nice when they fly like that. This is actually quite a very stunning and very cool looking design of a bird. And here's the other one as well. Therefore, I have to say, these birds are actually nicely designed overall. You just can't fault and fake that look. These are the domestic ones. I'm pretty much flapping at the moment, eh? And obviously the design, it's like they're sort of keying into a bit of a grey-lag goose thing going on here, eh? I love the way they flap. We've got 6 each, and obviously the beak design and also the feet design, they look quite nice. And the overall bird design, it looks so good in my hands, though. It feels so nice. And I've actually noticed that the domestic and wild geese are actually made from 2 different types of paper. This one here is a bit different though. I don't know what it is. It does feel quite soft, but it feels a bit quite wrinkly there as well. It almost feels like a bit like a holographic sort of printing there. But yeah, it actually does look quite nice. Maybe it makes me feel a bit iffy there. That sort of paper. But here's this one here. This one's a bit much more of a softer sort of paper, eh? Looks quite good when it sort of flaps like that. It's a grey-lag goose. And it's got like brown eyes. It's got like a black design on the, it's not actual tail. It's got like the tail detailing on it, but it's not actually its actual tail. There's the feet here as well. Here's its beak. It's got a carrot in the front, eh? And it's also got those beautiful black wing detailings like that. Of white and black, looking fairly nice. It's quite funny, a lot of cartoon grey-lag geese often tend to have like fully grey wings, but that is actually not always the case, you know. Because, you know, a lot of grey-lag geese in reality would have got like black and white sort of actual wing detailings. I suppose, that's the actual colours of a goose. And mind you, I was just so crazed and so frantic of making like a flock of geese. Oh my goodness me. Maybe there's a whole bunch of geese on the lease. Maybe that's not a good sort of, you know, plural pun there, eh? But one of the geese is pretty much a goose in the loose, or a loose goose. Maybe they're off for a bit of a wild goose chase of some sort, eh? I don't know why I'm making goose puns. This one here has gone a bit funny, eh, of the wings. I have to fold them in half to actually make them sort of, you know, look good. But they just keep on being a bit iffy there, eh? Maybe I feel like there is a solution to this whole floppy wing problem or situation there with the birds. I've got a funny feeling, look at that. See that sort of crinkling on the wings, eh? It's like they sort of change shape though. It's quite weird though, that actual designer, eh? Normally it tends to be like that though, eh? Or maybe like that. But strangely enough, as it's been folded quite a lot though, look at this. The wings have been quite iffy. And Trackmaster Proteus is stuck. And hopefully Trackmaster, well actually it's Proteus, sorry. Sorry about that one, eh? I would have thought it was Trackmaster Loser, it's actually Proteus. That's actually being stuck though, eh? But at least he's running well. even though his train is quite fairly a bit long though, eh? Although, he is actually quite good at pulling long trains. He's not as great as Trackmaster Luke with the motor in it though. But nevertheless, quite a nice product though, eh? Of this Goose. It looks really nice, doesn't it though, eh? That overall design, I suppose. It looks quite nice. And let me just go ahead and throw precisely. Oh yeah! There you go. Looking all fairly nice. We've got 4 flip-up products to go for, eh? There you go. This one here is a flip-up Origami Flapping Birds / British Wildlife Collection Egyptian Geese Small Flock 5-pack. I actually haven't made this bird species for quite a while, eh? But the real reason why I've made this product is because, well, it costs about £8. Actually, I need to pretty much throw that Christmas tree product over there because I've already done it. You can glue on the, you know, the baubles onto the tree, I suppose, if you want to keep them still, I think. But, obviously, the reason why I've made this Egyptian Goose 5-pack, this small flock, I think, is because of the fact that, yeah, it's actually quite a nice looking design, and also for the fact that whenever I think of my trip to London or Hyde Park, there you go, I think that's a classic example of why I've seen those birds before, eh? They do fly in flocks, but I'm not sure if that's true, but they are quite a gregarious bird species. I've seen them in Hyde Park. There's their beak here. They've got like a black spot on the front here. They've got like a brown eye ring, a brown neck detailing and design. Obviously 2 different shades of brown with the darker one like so. Looking all fairly nice. I'm trying to make sure Trackmaster Proteus is running well. Hopefully, I suppose, eh? I don't know why he gets caught up on Tommy Track, but he certainly does run well on it. He does actually, I suppose. There you go, there's the wing detailing which looks like that. It's got like green and black. And it's also got like a peachy sort of middle on the body there as well. And the body also has like 2 different colours there as well. It's got like a brown back there, this colour here. At the back there as well. But it also has got like rose brown right over there at the front. It's quite a nice design, if you ask me, eh? Very cool detailing. It's got like a pink beak with like, well, apart from the beak nostrils, these black circular things. It's also got like a black beak tip. And it looks like Trackmaster Luke is about to take over the whole freaking video! Crikeys! Why? But anyways, let's take a look at this one here. Suffering the same problem with those wings here. They've gone a bit quite iffy, but nevertheless, as I've just fixed them, they actually start to look quite better. Oh yeah! And fairly nice looking flapping birds. Fairly nice indeed. They look like missiles. They almost look like ducks. I think despite the name, these guys, they're actually not actual geese. They're actually a member of the shell duck family. So they're actually closely related to shell ducks. Well, they are classified as a goose. They're not actually true geese, like the Canadian and the grey-legged geese and the bar-headed geese that we had a look at recently though, eh? There you go. There's a reading here. Not an actual goose, but a shell duck. There you go, in reality though. And it's introduced into a wide range of countries though, eh? Britain, continental Europe, Malaysia, USA, New Zealand. That's amazing. And it's native to Africa. Obviously these birds. And looks pretty nice looking at them, I suppose. Hopefully they're not really deformed. And hopefully they don't get themselves into a very poor refinement, I think. Oh yes, I think I've just threw the product like so and it made it like that. That was a very nice idea of me, eh? But let's go ahead and take a look at some Christmassy themed products. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. It's a flip-up Origami Penguin Cup World Christmas 2021 SENSEI Claus. Nearly said Santa, didn't I? Ho ho ho! And what's someone called a Merry Marshall Ninja Gift Presents 12-pack. Cost about 60 pence. Quite a cheap product though, eh? There's the back of the packaging there. And what's quite strange is it doesn't actually have the Spreading Joyness Makes a Great Future slogan on the back though, eh? But it looks quite nice actually, I suppose. It's a fairly nice product with some penguins in it, eh? Looks like this one's got like a fiery nunchuck. This one here looks like it's got some sort of shuriken pair. Looks like a pair of shurikens, obviously, if I hold it like so. Yeah, it does look like a shuriken. Obviously a pair of shurikens, obviously. Let's go ahead and unpack this. Quite funny, a lot of Christmas themed products are sold quite cheap. As you know, we've got the Christmas fair coming in, but once we roll on towards the 1st of December, I bet they're going to rise in prices. Okay, so that's the shuriken. Okay, it's got a very different design. Okay, and what you can do is you can also pretty much plonk them onto the penguins. There you go, look at that. Hi-ya! And there's actually 2 shurikens here. Or, if you're really going for it, you can also pack them inside a present. And, Trackmaster loop. Go away. You're sort of too slow to sort of, you know, scooter all the way towards the background. But there you go, that's the present. It's got the shurikens inside. I've plunked them inside. There you go, it's quite a nice looking design. You can put like, you know, 2 shurikens inside. But there's also another tool here. You can also fit in. There you go, there's that's another present here. It's also got like nunchucks for your ninjas to swing. Sadly this one's gonna be a bit funny these days. But you can sort of do a good illustration with that. There you go, that's what I'm doing there. That's like a good looking design of the nunchucks here. Therefore it actually is quite a nice looking design. I suppose I can put them inside the presents as well. And as the ninjas, as the yellow and the blue ninja penguin are actually quite permanent in terms of their designs, Santa penguin claws or SENSEI claws is actually a bit different. The Trackmaster leaps slowly, shuffling along the way here with a good train. As I'm putting the present with the nunchuck inside. There's the green, there you go, it's quite a nice looking present. There you go, if I should show you the overall design, there you go, it's got a nice looking, I'll just say product day. That's beautiful, very nicely made. Basically I can check into many eons I've just made so many penguin clopboard themed products these days. It's what's a bit disappointing is that as I'm making this video, it's actually starting to decline in popularity though. But hopefully by next week, which is of course tomorrow, by Monday, it should start to increase in population now. Or popularity actually, more like. There you go, that's the yellow penguin. It's got those bandanas on the back though, eh? Well, what a ninja would look like, eh? And let's grab SENSEI claws. Hoo-yah! Ho ho ho! Merry Christmassy! Or Merry Christmassy. I think that's how Japanese people sort of say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmassy! Oh my goodness me, eh? Let's go ahead and bring in SENSEI claws. He's got like a Santa hat that looks like an Asian hat. And then we've got like a beard, obviously, just like the other previous Santa Claus. You can fit the beard in like so. Wow, looks pretty Santa-y, that SENSEI. Also, he's got closed eyes because he's a SENSEI. And the time we've just approached, we've just gone past 10 to 9, and the time I'm making this video is about 9 o'clock. As I'm making this video, so it's quite a long video making that one, I suppose. So it's got those fancy looking closed eyes. Look at that. If I should show you, look at that, it's got closed eyes. That's amazing. That is really amazing indeed. Maybe it's because of the fact he's quite freaking old. And my goodness me, we've also got another Christmassy themed ninja product. Oh yes. And there we go, that'll be just pretty much another one here. Oh yeah. Onto the battery set. Okay. So this product here is called the Flip Up Origami Penguin Clopboard Christmas 2021 Ultimate Christmas Penguin Ninjas with Christmas themed weapons pack. It's a 12 pack actually, I suppose, eh? Maybe I should pretty much write down the number with a Sharpie. Obviously this one's one of the old Sharpies, it's a yellow one. There you go, that fixed the problem. Yes. Okay, let's take a look at the back of the packaging. It actually costs about 90 pence Would have never thought it would be that expensive, but they will be after Christmas. Or before Christmas, actually. There you go, that's what it would look like. There's one of the nunchuck penguins here, eh? Oh wow, it's a club penguin holding a... But it looks like it's cosplaying a ninja, eh? But he's holding like a candy cane sword. And he's also got like a water hammer here. There you go. Look at this. They want ears. They're just a pair of penguin ninja bandanas. Or a pair of ninja bandanas. That's what this penguin looks like. It looks like a freaking Easter bunny though, eh? With a beak. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. Because I'm quite curious indeed, as you are. Oh yes, we've got a good stash of different weapons here, eh? Would have thought I'll be able to make presents and stuff, eh? But I just didn't have time. So there you go, that's the Red Ninja. Was that Kai? Looks like Kai from Lego Ninjago. And meant to carry like a couple of swords. Like so. Maybe you can make like so you can have like 2 swords together, I suppose. It's quite a very weird idea having 2 swords in a product. Wow, look at this. Hey-ya! Yeah! Oh, it's just attached with a camera. Anyways, it's quite a nice looking design. I love the courageous and also very brave looking expressions of what a ninja would be like though, eh? Ooh, yes. And we've also got like another nunchuck, which like the other nunchuck that I did there, I'm just going to move that packaging away because I don't want Proteus to derail, eh? Yeah, it's actually quite a nice set. Nunchucks does feel much more better, but it does look like a stocking sort of nunchuck if you ask me, eh? My goodness me, it looks quite nice. It's also got those shurikens, obviously, which are like ninja weapons. This one's starting to fall apart on my hands. That's not a good look, eh? Not very good indeed, eh? When things sort of fall apart, eh? No. There you go, I've got 2 of these, which is actually fairly nice. And I've also made... Actually, look at this. This is a pink ninja penguin. Whoever thought making pink was such a great idea? Well, there you go, guys. We've got a pink ninja penguin. It's a female one. Quite nice. And we've also got a yellow one as well, who is also female. Why am I thinking a lot of the female ninja penguins are yellow? Or why ninja penguins which are yellow? I don't know why a lot of the yellow ninja penguins are female. Maybe it relates whole back to the Wiggles factor though. I can't really remember, eh? I don't know what I'm talking about, eh? And here's the green ninja penguin. Oh yeah! And you can also hold a candy cane sword. But there's also another tool here, which is also quite fascinating as well. There you go. Look at this. Yeah! Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm just playing a bit of Ninjago aesthetics. So here's a blue ninja penguin. Okay. What's very interesting is that, like the other product with SENSEI claws, this one here has got like blue detailing. But what's also strange about the blue detailing is that it's not felt tip penned. Oh, I would have preferred if it was felt tip pen like, but due to toy production costs, it's done with pastels or crayons and such. And we've also got like, is that like a water hammer in Christmas colours? Eh? And it looks quite nice. It's got like green on the top. It's got like blue, 2 different shades of blue. That might be the bottom blue and that might be the middle blue. Maybe it's the water inside. Yeah, it actually looks quite nice for the water themed toy. Well, not really a water themed toy because it's not 100% compatible with water. But yeah, it actually is quite a nice product. And I think the last, and but by no means least, of all products though, that I've made so far for Christmas 2021, something unintangibly Christmassy. Well, obviously something non-Christmassy, but mashed it with something very Christmassy is of course one of the all-time classic models. In fact, I've actually it actually is one of the all-time greatest of all Christmas models I've made for 2021. Remember I did the Halloween theme ones? Well, I've done like one of the animals though, which looks so Christmassy themed, but not so Christmassy. And it's this one here. It is a, look at that, it's a Christmas Red Panda! Woohoo! And obviously, if I have a look at this very cool looking animal, it's got like a candy cane tail at the back. Very reminiscent of what real life red pandas would be like though, with their tails, I suppose, even though it looks more like a reptilian like tail than a red panda tail to me, But I did this because of the fact that I wanted to make it super candy cane like, and it's so well made, and you can't fake that look. Look, I mean, it's actually stood the test of time, being hung indoors with its tail, which looks almost put inside like a monkey tail. Okay, it looks quite nice. It's also got like a full red body here. It's also got like a greenish underside here with the legs as well. And if I stand at this model here, he looks totally nice as well indeed. He's quite a cutesy model. He's just a very simplistic design. And maybe if I try and stand on the bed there, will we stand quite well? Honestly, it's a 2D model, as I'm trying to have a good go at standing in the model here, If I bring it here, that is an amazing design. I mean, I can't even fault the model for being so bad. And I have to say, it actually is quite a good looking model. Okay, so this Red Panda Christmassy ornament thing, or Christmas decoration actually, it looks quite nice. It's got like a red nose, as a homage to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, even though Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is pretty much still alive. Why am I thinking he's dead? He is still alive, don't get me triggered, okay? And it's also got like other facial markings on the head, like the eyebrows, and also the ears as well. He looks so Christmassy. With his new colours, he looks so Christmassy that although he's super Asian, yes, I know red pandas come from India and China and also a bit of Nepal, maybe Bhutan, another Indian country, maybe another Asian country related to India and China, I suppose, Yeah, it actually looks quite cool. Red pandas, like them or hate them, that's one here to stay. And overall, it actually looks quite nice. I actually notice there's a bit more green detailing in the front, right in the middle between the snout or the muzzle and this detailing here, the white facial detailing. That's a greeny sort of face detailing. It looks fairly nice, that red panda, And actually, I might put it gently though, because we want to care for red pandas though, because they're endangered. Well, I think that's about it in this whole flip-flap toy review, It's been quite sloppy though at the moment though, Actually, notice this red panda's got like a, I wonder why it's got like a green tip on the end of it, But anyways, hope you've enjoyed in this very juggernaut, massive, long flip-flap toy review. It's been quite a marathon to get all sorts of flip-flap toys done. So please give this video a like if you really enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more flip-flap content along the way as well. And as always, I have to say sorry if I've been completely stressed out for quite a while, but if you really have been patient so far, well done. That's amazing. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now. That's all I can say.